Real contentment must come from within. You and I cannot change or control the world around us, but we can change and control the world within us. Time heals griefs and quarrels, for we change and are no longer the same persons. Neither the offender nor the offended are any more themselves. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. To keep our faces toward change and behave like free spirits in the presence of fate is strength undefeatable. That the Father and Son would love sinners that much is beyond our comprehension, but it ought to awaken a response of love and gratitude within our hearts that will change our lives forever. The measure of a man's real character is what he would do if he knew he would never be found out. It is not blindly pushing your own agenda that will enrich the world. It is your ability and willingness to understand, appreciate, anticipate, address, serve, and support the lives of others that will. It's a wonderful paradox. Only when you have a changeless sense of who you are can real changes take place. It is the ground of your absolute value and everything that is truly worthwhile. We all have that divine moment when our lives are transformed by the knowledge of the truth. If you can be aware that you have a living body and notice when there's tension in your body, that's already an important insight. There are no problems. There are only empowered solutions. Sometimes change arrives to realign us. It always comes and goes while dancing with our soul. Little men with little minds and little imaginations go through life in little ruts, smugly resisting all changes which would jar their little worlds. Human feelings change as the world changes. Their easy excitement can occasion a saint to lose his spiritual balance. Their constant disturbance can affect a believer's peace and his spirit. If we were to become as intent on accomplishing our agenda as the gay rights activists and the feminists are for their agenda, we would see a change in this country. Change always starts in your mind. The way you think determines the way you feel, and the way you feel influences the way you act. Our days are a kaleidoscope. Every instant a change takes place. New harmonies, new contrasts, new combinations of every sort. The most familiar people stand each moment in some new relation to each other, to their work, to surrounding objects. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. And so we must straighten our backs and work for our freedom. A man can't ride you unless your back is bent. One thing about change hasn't changed. It still fascinates some people, frightens others, and provides a good living for a prophetic minority. We can only change the world if we have a heart for the world and deliver the message for the world. We can only change the world if we evangelize the world. Not more certain is it that it is something outside the thermometer that produces a change in the thermometer than it is something outside the soul of man that produces a moral change upon him. That he must be susceptible to that change, that he must be a party to it, goes without saying, but that neither his aptitude nor his will can produce it is equally certain.